Globalization and cultural homogenization. Globalization is the process by which the world becomes increasingly interconnected through trade, communication, technology, travel, and cultural exchange. It allows people, goods, ideas, and information to move across borders more easily than ever before. This global network has brought many benefits such as economic growth, innovation, and access to new knowledge. However, it has also led to a major social and cultural debate, the fear that globalization is creating cultural homogenization, a situation where the world's diverse cultures start to look and behave the same. Cultural homogenization means that local traditions, languages, lifestyles, and beliefs become overshadowed by a dominant global culture, often influenced by powerful nations, multinational corporations, and media industries. It is as if the world is becoming one big cultural community where everyone eats similar food, wears similar clothes, watches the same movies, and uses the same brands. For example, seeing fast food restaurants, pop music, and Hollywood films in almost every country shows how global culture spreads and shapes people's tastes and identities. The main driving force behind this process is the global economy. Multinational companies produce and sell goods worldwide, using marketing that appeals to a broad audience rather than specific local traditions. When people across different countries consume the same brands and products, their habits and preferences start to align. A person in Pakistan, Brazil, or France might use the same smartphone, drink the same coffee, or follow the same social media influencers. This shared consumption creates a sense of global culture but also weakens local uniqueness. Media and communication technologies are another major influence. Satellite television, the internet, and social media platforms connect billions of people in real time. Movies, music, fashion, and online content produced in one country can reach every corner of the globe within seconds. The English language, especially through entertainment and business, has become a global medium of communication. While this exchange spreads information and encourages understanding, it also spreads dominant cultural values, especially Western or American ones, leading to a loss of diversity. Education systems and global migration patterns also contribute to cultural homogenization. Students study abroad, professionals move across borders, and people are exposed to international lifestyles. This creates a mix of ideas but also encourages the adoption of global norms such as consumerism, individualism, and material success. These values often replace local customs that emphasize community, simplicity, and spirituality. As people try to fit into the global system, they may lose connection with their roots. However, cultural homogenization is not just about losing culture, it is also about power. Powerful countries and corporations dominate the global market and media. Their cultural products and values become symbols of progress and modernity. Local cultures, especially from developing nations, are often seen as outdated or less valuable. This imbalance creates what sociologists call cultural imperialism, where one culture becomes dominant and others are marginalized. This is why globalization can sometimes feel like a one-way process where smaller cultures are forced to adapt rather than contribute equally. Despite this, it is important to note that globalization does not completely erase diversity. In many cases, people mix global influences with local traditions, creating what is known as glocalization. For example, international food chains often change their menus to include local flavors. Music genres like hip-hop and pop are adapted into local languages and styles. This blending shows that people can participate in global culture while still maintaining their identity. Culture is not a fixed object, it evolves through interaction. Cultural homogenization also raises deep social and psychological questions about identity. When people adopt global lifestyles, they may experience confusion about who they are and where they belong. Local languages may decline, traditional art may disappear, and communities may lose the sense of belonging that once united them. On the other hand, being part of a global culture can also make people feel connected to others across the world, breaking down barriers of race, nationality, and religion. The challenge lies in finding a balance between unity and diversity. Globalization has also encouraged many movements to protect local cultures. Governments, educators, and activists are promoting cultural preservation through museums, traditional arts, language programs, and festivals. The rise of interest in local food, clothing, and crafts shows that people still value their heritage. The internet, though often blamed for cultural loss, can also be a tool for cultural revival when used to share and promote local traditions. This demonstrates that cultural homogenization is not inevitable, it can be resisted and reshaped. In simple terms, globalization is like a river that connects all lands. It brings freshness and opportunity, but it can also flood smaller streams if not managed properly. Cultural homogenization represents the risk of losing variety in that river. A world where everyone thinks and behaves the same would be convenient but dull. Diversity adds color, creativity, and resilience to human civilization. Therefore, societies need to remain open to global exchange while also valuing their own cultural identity. In conclusion, globalization and cultural homogenization are deeply linked. The global flow of information, goods, and people has made the world more connected than ever before, but it has also blurred the boundaries between cultures. The challenge for humanity is to enjoy the benefits of globalization, such as progress, knowledge, and cooperation, without letting it erase the beauty of cultural diversity. The future depends on finding harmony between global integration and local preservation. We must build a world that is united yet diverse, modern yet rooted in heritage. If you found this explanation helpful, please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more insightful discussions on sociology, globalization, and human society.